Hello friends, and welcome back to my playthrough of The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD for the Wii U. Last we left off, we had just thawed the ice in Zora's domain and rescued the frozen Zoras. The frozen Zora people. Now the Lake Hylia area is still under the influence of Twilight. You need to find the bugs. The buggy bugs. There's a bug. Perfect. Now, let's see. Looks like there's just that one right here. Cold. Hey, are you okay? What about those in the waterfall pool? You know what? Huh. I wonder how many people say hey in this game. Like, hey is a very common expression, and you hear it in other Zeldas. Like the King of Red Lion said hey a lot in Wind Waker. This is the first time I'm, like, noticing that someone says hey. So yeah, I wonder. Alright, buggy bug. Come on. Well, it came on. There we go. Come on, bug. Let me have you. Dude. Collect it? What the heck, game? Wait! Or, wait, rather. Maybe my favorite reimagined song of this whole game. It's the Serenade of Water from Ocarina of Time. Just updated for awesomeness. Please, you must allow me to thank you for revitalizing both my people and this spring, which is the water source of all the lands of Hyrule. In life, I was the elder of this Zora village and the queen of my people. I was called Rutella. Not to be rude, but we didn't exactly do it for you guys. The Dark Ones. They raided this village and, as a message to my people, executed me before them. Hold on, give me a message. Nope. Cold call, looks like. Hey, Sam. Well, that's rough. I mean, they didn't execute Zelda. She's the... Like, she's also royalty? Why the heck did they... Well, that's very sad. Young man, you who take the form of a proud beast, I have something to ask you. When the Dark Ones descended upon our village, I sent my young one, Rallis, to Hyrule Castle to inform Princess Zelda of our fate. But I fear danger followed him from this doomed place. I feel it. His presence grows fainter to me over time. But my time in this world has passed, and though I would give it gladly, I no longer have a life to risk in his rescue. Please, would you save my dearest, Prince Rallis? If you do this thing, I will bestow upon you the protection of water. This power will grant you the ability to swim and respire in very deep water, as if you were a Zora. Please, save my son. Well, let's go save him. So if we help her, she'll grant you the power to swim in deep water like a Zora, huh? So, what do you say, hero? Oh, but now that I think about it, I I don't suppose you should meet the prince as a wolf, huh? So, no hurry to return you to the world of light then, huh? Well, let's try to collect this drop of light now. That's broken. Maybe if we leave and come back in? Hopefully it was just a mess up with the cinematic. Oh, for sure. Yeah. Looks like the shock of that impact not only raised the water level, but sped up the flow, too. This water should flow all the way down to the lake. Why don't you let it take you there? Oh, okay. Come on, little drop of light. Okay, what the heck is going on with this? This is like a glitch. I wonder if there's any information on this. Light. Yeah, this is very odd. Yeah, this isn't supposed to happen. I'm supposed to have collected this tier, but it's just kind of standing there, and I can't get it. I kind of want to restart and try it again. Yeah, I think I'll do that. I'm not risking having a frozen game. That's, oh, Nintendo. Looks like, yeah, something's messed up there. So, Weasler, we learned something new. That's, that never happened to me before. But it ain't good. Hopefully I can skip past the dialogue with Nutella, because we just did read it. Alright, let's see if we can get that buggy. First, okay, this time I'll talk to Rutella first, just to get the cutscene out of the way. I'm thinking maybe the programming there had something to do with it. Alright. Can't skip. Of course you can't skip. Why would you ever be able to skip anything in this game? Why even have that option if you can't use it? Alright. Alright, so I'm gonna exit and then come back in and try to kill that bug. No, I'm not familiar with that news outlet. Sam's saying that there's a report that there's a website leaking people's info for free. I don't know which one it is, but I just assume at this point my information is out there for anyone to get. Like, nobody's been great at, like, some of the biggest companies have gotten hacked or have given out our information. Like, I don't expect anything about me is secret anymore. So I tend to... Okay, what the heck is with this? Oh, I know what happens. Duh. My bad. I didn't need to restart. That was... I don't have the Tears of Light collector right now, like the grapes. The grapes. We gotta go get that, and that's at the lake. Well, my bad. Well, let's go get it then. We gotta go all the way to the lake. Yay! I'm a dog, I'm a dog, I'm a dog, I'm a dog. Dog, 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 dog. Okay. Sorry, Nintendo. I was wrong. Yeah. For some reason, I thought I had it on me, but I didn't. Gotta go in there to get it. No. Doggy paddle. Are you awake yet? Aren't you awake yet? Look, we got washed all the way down to Lake Hylia, just as I predicted. And it looks like we're right in front of the Spirit Spring to boot. Talk about lucky. Well, let's go. Snap out of it and we'll get to the Spirit. Will do, ma'am. I am the last of the spirits of light, consumed by Twilight. Hero, chosen one of the gods, you have done well to make it this far. Gather my scattered tears of light that were stolen by shadow. Gather them in this. There we go. You got the vessel of light. You got the vessel of light. It's crucial to collecting the tears of light. If you fill it with tears of light, you'll be able to cut through the twilight and return normal light to this place. To see these evils that hold the tears of light, use your X senses. I am sure you know by now the forms that these dark insects take when they steal our light. In the shadow realm of Twilight, the insects are invisible, like the humans of this world. Collect my light, lift the final cloud of Twilight that threatens to cover all of Hyrule. Ooh. Losing breath trying to maintain that pacing. Breathiness. Alright, so there's no bugs. There are no bugs in here. Whew. There's one. Bug. There you are. Gary, you're gonna start a howl. I didn't start it. Oh, bad guys. All right. So voiced. This guy. And lead this guy over here. Come on. Come on. Whoop. John Jacob Dingleheimer Smith. All right. Is there something? Yeah, it looks like a Turkey. Dog. Doggy dog. Dog. battle. Battle. There's a spirit. There's a spirit in these waters. There it is. What you got to say, buddy? What's that over there? It's a bug. It's a Twilight bug. What you searching for? Hey, if you blow on that grass over there, the monster bird that was just here should come back. Even if you can't play it yourself, maybe you can sit there and howl the same song. Yeah, maybe I can. Should I? Like, I can. It would just be the bird minigame again. But I do want to get to that howl stone, so let's see how things look different. Success! Trumpety. La da 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 da. It's even more cramped than before with all this water. But there are bugs here, so it's necessary. Gotcha. No. Okay. Pop poo-poo. Come on. What? Dude, I totally got you. Come on. Ah! You gonna drop me? That stinks. It's easy if you lock on with ZL, okay? No, it's not. I was just doing that. Oh, hey, Amanda. I'm all right. How are you doing? Hey, Gucci. Hey, Billy. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, no, electrical issues. That stinks. Well, hopefully they resolve that soon. That one almost hit me. Okay, here we go. There we go. I think as soon as you're able to lock onto him, and then you do that, and then you charge. That's your best chance to get him. They can get ahead of you. Ah, waterfall! Watch out! Ah! Uh-oh. Oh. Okay, I guess it's harmless. That's good. Doggos need a wash from time to time. Zarzar needs a bath. Sort of. You know, huskies don't need to bathe all that often. So you should only wash them like once or twice a year. They don't carry stinky smells with them that that easily. Like, I think they just shed too much. Or maybe it's their type of hair. But Zarzar doesn't smell. She's a stink stink. We tell her she's stinky, but she's not. We just tease her. It's like, oh, Zarzar, you're such a stink. You're such a stink stink. So, no, I'm not daddy. I know I'm not stinky. Alright. Okay. Okay, so I guess we're just gonna figure it out. I'm not sure how this first part's supposed to work. Okay, I guess you hit B, that's how it goes. Alright. Spirit Temple, I think, right? The Requiem of Spirit, I think that's what it is. Hey, even the rock kind of looks like a wolf. The golden ones sitting on. Pulled back, it looked like it had legs. Let the teachings of old pass to you. Take sword in hand and find me. Looks like he's going toward the castle. The castle? Guess we'll see on the map. Yep. I know where you are. Exactly where you are. I don't need to howl again. How's that gonna help us? Oh! Alright. Do you think Prince Rarlis passed through here? He must have. This is the only waterway that connects Hyrule to Hyrule Castle. Come, let's follow this path and search for him. In search of him, rather. I actually do like this, this particular bug quest. It's more expansive. You'll see. You'll see. Okay. Let's pull up the map and portals. Go ahead and do all of them that we can get in the Zora's Domain area. Sounds like there's some tension there between you guys and your landlord. It's a bummer. I understand that kind of situation, though. Like, needing somebody in charge to, you know, do their job, and they're not doing it. I've had those situations in my life before. It's not fun. It's like, hey, look, we're doing our part. I'm doing my part, and other folks are doing their part. Please just do your job. Do the thing you said you were going to do. And it's certainly a bummer to feel like you're doing all you can, but things are out of your control, you know? I see. It's one of those situations. Okay. Well, I won't discuss it much. I won't discuss it here then. So. Okay, so they said... So we got all the bugs from this area, which I really appreciate. There used to be more bugs in this area, but they reduced them. And, you know, I'm fine with that. There used to be like 5 or something. So we're gonna follow where those other 2 Zoras went. Down to Hyrule Castle. Run, 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 run. Run, 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 run. Bibbidi-bobbidi-boo. This way. Alright. We're gonna follow down the tunnel. It's a very nice tunnel. Who was lighting those torches? Maybe, I don't know. Maybe the daily Zora with the torch just kind of dolphin flips up there and hits the torch. That's very nice and decorative of them. Alright. We're going to Castletown. Going to Castletown. What's the quickest way? This way. This way's the quicker way. The clouds move more quickly in the twilight, don't they? Is this really... I like that. I don't think I've ever really paid attention to it before. But yeah, it has this fast, just unsettling... Not stormy. Like, it's not raining or anything. But yeah, they're just fast-moving clouds in it. But there's also, like, no wind on this stratosphere. That's cool. It adds to the unsettling nature of the Twilight. Well, there's the hero shade right up there, the golden wolf. Can't do anything right now because we're not human, but that's where he is. So once we're human again, we gotta come back here to the entrance. Arr! Where are you, bad guys? Yeah, I enjoyed this bug hunt quest because it takes you to 3 different areas. To the bed of Lake Hylia, to Zora's Domain, and to Hyrule Castletown. That's good. I enjoy the variety. Ah! Dang it! Stank butt. Hey. Come on, this way. Come on. Whoa! Whoa! Oh, that means a lot. Thank you, Gucci. I appreciate that you enjoy my sense of humor. I tend to do and say things that entertain myself. I'm glad it comes off as entertaining to other people. Alright, so we have a couple bugs. We have at least one here that I can see on the map. I'm sure there are plenty. Most of the other ones would probably be indoors. That's my guess. So I think there's one over here. Let's see. Ow! 2 more. Okay, we can go in here, I guess, but is that useful is the question. No bugs in here. Well, maybe we should look at Rallis. Yeah. Rutella. Rallis. This boy is still so young, so innocent. To see him suffering like this. He'll be alright, little lady. Someone's already gone for the doctor. I'll tell you, though, from what these soldiers in back are talking about to everything else, there's sure been a rash of trouble lately. Rash. Okay. Let's look at our main map. Okay. Like, I guess that's showing the last place I warped. Grr. Still missing 2. Where could they be? Is that one? Right there? Maybe. Well, there was at least one. Yeah, this whole area, man. If we had to come to town just to get that single one. Alright. Well, while we're here, we can do some other things, I guess. While we're here. Ooh, yay. Oh, good. I'm glad. I'm glad I've inspired you to pick up some Zelda games. It's a great series. It's one I've grown up with. The only one that I haven't really played to this point is Triforce Heroes, which is a DS one. If I can get it working on my setup here, then yeah. That'll be, and I guess the 4 swords for the Game Boy Advance. Alright, I guess that was the only bug we needed from here. I want to check south of town. Ooh, there's something.
So this town finally got running water, huh?
Giovanni's house.
I'm bored. Maybe I'll take a bath and call it a day. Because of the crowd in the southern street, all the kittens can't get through. What's happening? The person in the tent on the southwest street makes me suspicious. Meow.
Yay, kitties. Ooh, I love them. Alright, let's go south. If we can go south. Yeah, the street's blocked. We can't. Okay. In that case, let's warp back to Zora's domain area. Was it Lake Hylia that we were saying? That green one, Zora River. Zora River. Yeah, let's go to the domain then. Well, shoot. Welp. Alright.
My treat.
Swoobity shwoo, swoobity doo, shwibbity bobbity boo. I guess there are 2 options here. So let's go down to where the house was, where that green marker was. Check there first, and if there's nothing there, then I think we just go back to the bottom of Lake Hylia.
I think.
Doodly doo, swoobity doo, swoobity bobbity doo. Put them together and what have you got? Swoobity swoobity swoo. There's a marker over here. Yeah. Let's go on the other side so we don't be carried away by the current. But yeah, I think there's one near her house. We gotta talk to her. Yep, there we go. What's that? A bug? Ew, nasty! Why is it so big? Golly, I'm sick of roughing it in the boonies. Sick of roughing it in the boonies. The good old boonies. Alright, we're down to one. And what you got to say, Midna? Hey, what's going on? There should be one more. Where could the last one be? What? There it is. What's going on? This is weird. Alright. Let's go there. To Lake Hylia. Cool. There's one more bug. Go. It's a big bad bug. There you go. That way. Swimmity swim, swoopity swoo. Swimmity swimmity swoo. You can see something down there. Look at that. Let's go over there.
No, run away! It's coming for everybody! Coming for us all! Run!
Gross! Well, come on then. No, it's like George. Ah! Okay, there we go. Yeah! Got the big bad. No more buggies. No more bugs. Yeah. To people with bug phobias, this is nightmare fuel. Yeah, for sure. So many mouthy pieces and gooey pieces. The vessel of light is full of tears, and the light has returned to this area. You make sure to get that last few shadow now. See you later.
She's beautiful.
My name is Leneru. Your efforts have at last restored each of us light spirits in Hyrule. O hero chosen by the gods, the dark power that you seek. It waits in a temple set in the bed of Lake Hylia. But before seeking it, you must now bear witness to something and never forget it. You must know that it was the will of the goddesses that we lock away the forbidden power. When all was chaos, the goddesses descended and gave order and life to the world. Descended. They granted power equally to all who dwelt in the light, and then returned to the heavens. The lands where the goddesses descended became known as the Sacred Realm. Came to be known as the Sacred Realm. For ages, the people lived at ease, content in mind and body. An age of enlightenment. But soon, word of the Sacred Realm spread through Hyrule, and a great battle ensued. Among those living in the light, interlopers who excelled at magic appeared. Wielding powerful sorcery, they tried to establish dominion over the Sacred Realm. It was then that the goddesses ordered us 3 light spirits to intervene. We sealed away the great magic those individuals had mastered. You know this magic. It is the dark power you seek, the fused shadow. O hero chosen by the goddesses, beware. Those who do not know the danger of wielding power will, before long, be ruled by it. Never forget that. The dark power that you seek is within the sleeping lake bed temple in Lake Hylia. Yeah, it's a kind of temptation of darkness that we haven't seen in Zelda before. Not, like, seen by Link before. That's the way I interpret that scene, is like the light spirit is showing and letting Link feel what that power is, and the corruption of that power is just, yeah. And Link gets to reflect on it, and be like, "Ooh, okay, this ain't good." Okay. It's a necessary power, but it's one that's also necessary to feel the repercussions of it. So we get to see the history of it through his eyes, through people that he knows that are important to him, and through himself. That's the interpretation that's my interpretation of it anyway. Yo, Rugnar. No, we haven't yet. Sam. So we'll probably be seeing that one today. So, for now, we need to return to Prince Rallis. We're a human now, so I still don't. No, I can't warp outside of wolf form. Like, we saw the emotionals, we saw this scene with, like, Colin, and, yeah, Link saving Colin, for sure. That's also a very touching, like, for sure, scene. It shows Colin growing up a little bit, and the other kids, seeing how much worth he has, and it's a good, strong scene, for sure. But the one that affected me most, we haven't gotten to that one yet. There were plenty of good, just like emotional scenes. Like that one we just saw was like eerie in a like goosebumpy way for sure. Well, I think here's another house stone. Awesome. Let's go ahead and we can't do it yet. What song is it? Interesting. You can't hear it as well as a human. As a woofie, your ears are stronger. Alright, I want to take care of this real quick. Boom! Where does this go, I wonder? Is it a secret cave, or does it lead to a different part of the map? It just looks like an optional cave. Maybe there's a piece of heart or something in here. I don't know if I ever did this one. Let's do it. Let's do it. And I am almost out of bombs. I'm almost out of bombs. Ooh, a slime. I get you. Slimy. Oh, I think. Scoop, scoop, scoop. I can't scoop. Scooby. There we go. Yeah. Yellow chew jelly in your lantern. Now your lantern's full. Ain't that nice? Oops. Alright, so please bombs. Please bombs. Arr, no bombs. Alright. Well, this is a little area we'll have to just come back to later. No, it didn't. Never mind. I was just out of arrows. I misjudged. I got a lantern. Oh! Ow! Hey, that looks like a fairy down there. No, it's not a fairy. It's a Poe. It's a Poe spirit. Which I can't collect right now. Cannot. I gotta be a wolf to do that. Gotta use my senses. Gotta use my senses. My senses. There's something about using your senses that's so sensible. God. No, it's harder for me with this gamepad to pull off the quick revolution. There we go. It's a bit wider, a bit of a wider turn than in the previous system. Although maybe it's the game, because like Wind Waker was fine. I was able to pull off quick spin attacks, so that one pretty easy. This one is a little harder to pull off for some reason. we got here? What do we got? Going lower down into the cave, yeah. Ooh, I hear a chew. A choo-choo. Come on, heart piece. Come on. Come on, heart piece. Well, what Link saw was a retelling of, like, it was the, like, retelling of history. Ooh, a stamp. Like, the images, like the Link and Ilia and the Shadow Links, those were, like, what I see that as, like, stand-ins. Like, that's Link's only point of reference. Or that's Link's point of reference, like, himself and people important to him. So, Lineru, the Light Spirit, who was, like, going into his head and showing him this memory movie, kind of this retelling of history through mental images, was pulling from his experience. So that's how I interpret it anyway. So yeah, of course the characters in those movies probably, like, historically they wouldn't have all looked like Link or Ilia. Those were just Link's point of reference.
Ooh.
I don't know what that is. Maybe it's ooh, bombs, yay. It's a way out, I think. Let's see. I'm gonna catch up on this. Did we see an emotion? It's gonna be a tearjerker. Did Link and Ilia meet each other again? No, they haven't met each other yet. Link has seen Ilia while in wolf's form, and the humans were in spirit form, so she didn't notice him. But no, they haven't met yet. Ow, ow. Still hoping there's a lot to this game. There's another Poe. Mr. Poe!
Ooh, that's a lot of bats.
Hey, why'd you do that? Why'd you do that, me? I button with my toggle thumb. Oh, perfect. I was out, and I actually needed some. Come on, heart piece. Heart piece. Grr, grr. Gotta find something. I mean, rubies are nice. You know, I'm just gonna go up that light shaft. I assume that's just the way out, or a way out. One of many. One of two, who knows? What up, wop, do, yeah! Okay. Oh, it takes us out of the same spot. Alright. Whatever.
Ooh, a berry.
Better put my lantern out. Using all the Earl. Now, quick way to get back up and go to town is this. Not the rolling part, but I actually know where a heart piece is. We can do that. Hey.
Some of the Zors are still alive down under there. I thought maybe they dried up along with the lake. Hey, buddy, have you heard? There's like a temple or something at the bottom of this lake. They put on such airs with their rituals and fancy temple hoo-ha. Then they just disappear. And what's with putting that temple so deep humans can't swim there? I swear, those Zors. Oh, are you a customer? You're one lucky fella. The height of excitement, the thrill of launching to the heavens, the very peak of flying fascination, fantastication. I don't know. It can be yours, fella, for a limited time only, and without waiting in line. It's a paltry 10 rupees. What do you say, buddy of mine? Want to give it a shot?
Yes, let's give it a shot.
Welcome, fella, and right this way.
Whoa! I like how they have, I guess they measured the momentum super well. Like, I don't know how I didn't hit that wall. It's like, nah, it'll slow down. Right at the top of that fence and be perfectly fine. Whoa, that reminds me of something. Didn't the Lake Queen in the Zor domain ask you to do something? She asked us to find her son. The one who's been missing since he headed to Hyrule Castle. I think she said something about granting you some special power if you rescued him? If the final piece of the fused shadow is at the bottom of Lake Hylia, then it... Yay. Thanks for the host, Sunshine. The bottom of Lake Hylia, then it looks like we're going to need that ability. How you doing, Maddie? Ooh, this, the carnival song here. Awesome. Learn to play it on the piano. Oh, good. Now, we can go to the Hero Shade and learn a new sword technique. Or dactyl. Might as well get Epona here. Oh, hi, friend. Where's he? He's so big in this game. Is that a Clydesdale or something? He's that big horse. Oh, no, you don't. No, you didn't. Yay. Alright, Bubby. What you got to learn me? We meet again. It appears your efforts have begun to return some vigor to Hyrule, but it's far too early to relax. Do you feel ready to earn another hidden skill to steel yourself for the forthcoming battles against more powerful foes? What a sentence that was. Very well. But before we begin, I must test you to ensure you've mastered the last skill I taught you, the shield attack. Now then, come at me!
Whoa!
Excellent. It appears you're certainly capable of performing my lost art. Very well. My third skill is the backslice. Let it be hewn into your mind. The backslice. Oh yeah, this was fun. A mere shield attack is no match for an enemy protected not just by a shield, but by a thick, full-body coat of armor. Such enemies are often focused on guarding against frequent frontal attacks. They often leave their rear unprotected. That is when you use ZL target and press A while tilting the left toggle to jump and roll around your foe, then perform a jumping slice. Yeah. This is the back slice. Now try it. It's the same attack we had in Wind Waker. Except we get to use it more freely. Yeah, don't have to wait on an action command. You carry yourself well, but do not forget the proper timing for swinging your sword while you jump. The third hidden skill, the backslice, has been passed on. Oh yeah. You learned the third hidden skill, the backslice. Circle around heavily armored enemies to strike their unguarded rears. Rear. There are still 4 hidden skills for you to learn. Do not neglect your daily sword training between now and the time you come to learn the next skill. May we meet again. Alright. Yeah. It's a fun move. Is that, yeah. Let's use it on this moblin. Come on, buddy. Oops. You hit the wrong one. Yeah.
Oh, I want to show my friends.
Whoa! Dang it. He got shot twice. 360 no-scope that goblin.
Wow, Mr. Link, wait! Greetings, Mr. Link. I've come to deliver a letter. There's a letter for you, Link. There's a letter for you, Link. 2 letters, in fact. Well, my business is concluded. Onward to mail!
Alright, let's see what we got. Ooh. Good stuff inside. Alright.
Finally, we finished production on a new type of bomb. These ones can be used in water. We have them back in stock now. Come by and pick yours up. Pick up yours. Barnes of Kakariko.
The Laneru Tourist Association has prepared a grand tour of natural splendor. Our current main attraction is Iza and Hina's playground for grown-ups. You'll find both immediately down the riverbank from the Zora waterfall pool. Iza's Rapid Ride. Shoot at targets while riding the raging river rapids. No extra charge for using bomb arrows. Hina's Fishing Hole. It's a fight against nature with lure fishing. What kind of fish can you catch? We look forward to seeing you there. All right. Cool. Ilya. Let's go find her. That way, I think. Yeah, this way. Yay. Hello. That is a Zora child. This is beyond my expertise. Well. Doctor, wait. If something isn't done, this child will... Well, this isn't good. A human doctor won't do, huh?
Oh.
That old coot reminded me, though. I've heard of a shaman in Kakariko Village in the Elden Lands who's tended to Goron's and Zora's. Is that true? Perhaps if we take him there...
Inadvisable. Too dangerous. But we can't turn a blind eye to a pretty girl in need either. Yes, we'd better escort you. Am I right, boys?
Well, isn't that nice? To reach Kakariko, we've got to cross 2 plains that are each infested by dangerous beasts. They're not up for it anymore. But we'll be safe now. Cowards! Don't ever show your faces here again! Oh my. Looks like we've got one young swordsman left. And not only that, but it looks like this brave young man will escort us. So get ready to go, honey. Pronto. You know that girl, don't you? It's a real shame. She can't even remember her own name right now. Bless her heart. She found this poor boy collapsed in the road, so she did all she could to save him. More courage in that girl than in all the soldiers of Hyrule, for sure. You lend your strength to her, you hear me? So you say the bridge to the east has been destroyed, huh? Then our only option is to cross the bridge to the west. You see what that means? You'll have to deal with that thing. Neat scene transition there. Thank you so much for this. If you don't mind me asking, what's your name? Link? I'll never in all my life forget your kindness, Link. Oh my god. It breaks my heart so much. Like, this affected me so hard, Ilya not remembering Link. I have at around the same time, like maybe a year apart. No, it was like the same time. I had a friend who was going through amnesia, and it was some either parasitic or some kind of infection that got into his brain, and he had all his motor functions, but my little brother saw him. He was like going to church with a friend of his and saw him and his mom, at that church, and he goes up and he's like, "Hey man, how you doing?" And my brother's telling me, he's like, he's on the phone. He calls me to tell me this, and he's like, yeah, he just looked at me and just kind of tilted his head like he didn't remember me. And his mom was like, yeah, he took me aside and was like, yeah, he doesn't remember everyone. And he's recovering, and but yeah, so some of his memories just aren't there. And man, that hits like a ton of bricks. Just the feeling, if you've ever had anyone in your life with memory loss or you know, any kind of dementia or Alzheimer's or anything like that, you know how that feels. The thought of someone you care so much about, them just not being able to recall you. It's like I don't know. Like, it's just very sad. And so ended up like that weekend, I think, you know, my brother was very sad on the phone. I was like, well, okay, how about this? How about when I come down for the weekend, we go visit him? So we did. I took my little brother with me, and we drove to the friend's house, and we're both, you know, don't know what to expect, but I knock on the door, and my friend, I'm not gonna say his name, but like he answers, and I get just kind of a blank stare. Like, he doesn't, I can see that he doesn't recognize me. And that's just like another like blow to the guts, but I'm like, hey man, it's me, it's Darby. And his eyes light up. You can see the memories flood back. He sees me and he recognizes me. Like, in that moment, it all starts coming back. And man, it's just a really, really good moment. And we ended up just sitting in his living room with him and his mom, and we're talking about the situation. And he's on the couch smiling, and just like, you can see that like he's beaming. You can see like what it means to him to have these good memories of us back. And it was an amazing time. But man, yeah, this scene just like brought me to tears. The Ilya forgetting Link. Oh. So yeah, that's my story. Yeah, that's the context. All right. Little lady, I think you'd be best to save your thanks until we're safe in Kakariko. Let's see. Yeah, some folks here also understand the pain of amnesia. The pain of knowing someone who's gone through it, and their pain as well. Yeah. This swordsman of ours has great eyes, honey. They're proud and wild like a feral beast. We need a beast right now to keep the true ones at bay. If we make it to Kakariko safely, we'll just thank him then, okay? Oh, Telma. You're so flirty. All right, I got you back. Okay. Items. These bomb arrows. Oh yeah. Escort. Oh, he's got 2 shields this time. Gotta shoot him. Oh, yeah? I mean, good idea on your part. Okay, it's your turn, honey. We're counting on you. I got you. Ah, missed! Ah! Oh, dang it. Got him. Hey! Oh, well. I'm just gonna break the arrows.
I'm trying to...
I assume I gotta stun him with an arrow and then, like, hit him with my sword. Ah! Maybe I just hit him with arrow. Like, he's on the other side of the bridge. He can just attack my friends. They're right there. Alright, I guess that's all it took. For some reason, I thought I had to hit him with an arrow and then, while he was stunned, hit him with my sword. Oh, that's handy. Okay. Nice, honey. Keep up the good work. Why even... What? It's pretty epic that the key ended up flying off of him while he was going off the bridge and Link caught it. But... Why? Why even have a locked gate for this part that requires a key, that requires that key specifically? You know? There's one. I have 2 keys on me. I have 2 keys. Oh no! I'm sorry! What do I do? Just hit it. Dude! I can't do nothing! Ah! Oh, Gale Boomerang, okay. There we go. I see. Well, now we know. Did I get both kings from the King Bokoblin? Oh, I have all the arrows. I didn't notice. I thought I started out with only like the 10 that I had on me. You stay away from my friends, Jackal. He had a lantern. Ow. Alright, try to make some room for these. Ah, dang it. Don't you even think about it. Where are the moblins? Oh, they're way out. Ooh, there's a perk piece up there. In that tree. Someone just left a piece of heart in the tree branch. Guess we can use our Gale Boomerang or just roll into it. Probably just roll into it. What are you doing? Hey, the horse is running in circles. Looks like it's startled by the bombs. Okay. Okay. Startled by the bombs, eh? Well, I guess I think the point is I'm just supposed to try to keep the moblins off of them. Oh, cool. Jump off the bridge, that's nice. Okay, what bombs? I think bombs are getting dropped right there. It's like, that's the 3rd time that it's happened at that, like, fork in the road. I don't know what's causing them, though. You let the horse attack it. Is it that? Yep. It's the same god dang pterodactyl every time. So that'll be my target this time, the pterodactyl. Okay, not this time. No, not this time. No more. No more bombadactyls. Not doing that. Oh, you. Get out of here. Yay. Bye-bye right there. He has passed through the worst of it. As long as he rests, he should recover in due time. Do you know the fate of his mother? Her welfare consumes him. He has been mumbling deliriously about her almost constantly. I can see the knowledge grieves you. It must be an awful memory. I'll stay with him until he's better, no matter how long it takes. Is that so? Thank you, Colin. Hey, Link. About Ilia. Is it true what they say about her? Yes. She has lost her memory, Colin, and regaining it will be no simple task. But it'll be all right, child. If we just give her some time, I am certain that Ilia will find her heart again. So, Colin, I'd like to ask you to stay in this village until then. It is our turn to show the courage that you have already displayed. Nice to see there's still hope here. And it's always good to see happy results repay your efforts. Those skills of yours, any chance you're of the mind to put them to use for Hyrule? What hope there is in our kingdom is frail and dying, but there's still a group trying to do what it can. And I'm a member of that group. Call me Telma. I may just stay here a bit longer. I'm still worried about Ilia and... well, never mind about the rest. He's got the hots for a Nato, it sounds like. Link, I want to see you again at my bar, you hear me? The bar is actually a kind of a safe house for my friends. There's a passageway that leads to the castle from there as well. If you ever need anything, stop by. I'll be waiting for you, honey. Yeah. She has some good expressions. Oh yes, best remake song in the game. Or best remix? Yeah. Serenade of Water is just so pretty in this game. Yeah, it sounds like you've been through a lot of the same that I have, Sam. Yeah. It's... Whew. Before we go down there. This way. Alright. I guess I gotta go this way. I am deeply grateful to you for aiding my son in his time of need. You were right to bring him here. Kakariko Village is a sacred place for the Zora people. It is where we take our eternal rest. My husband in life, King Zora, also rests his spirit here. It is no coincidence my son found his salvation in this place. That which I promised you is within this grave. During his lifetime, my husband created garments specifically for the chosen hero, garments that house the abilities of the Zora. You got Zora armor. This special garment was handed down through the Zora royal family. If you have it equipped, you can move freely through the water, but you will be more vulnerable to fire and ice attacks. Now at last, I can join the king in slumber. And yet, my son, he still knows nothing of my death. If you see him again, please pass on this message. Tell him he must not grieve his mother's passing. Tell him she wanted him to be brave and live on as the king of our people. And tell him his mother loves him without end. Tell him. Well, it's a good thing you found all of your friends and picked up that nifty Zora armor. But aren't you forgetting something kind of important? That last few shadow. Remember what Remember what Farron, the light spirit, said. He said you would need the few shadows to defeat the Overlord Zant, and save the world. So even if you go back now with all of the people you saved, the whole tragedy would just repeat itself. So let's go get it. We need to go to the temple on the lake bed of Lake Hylia. Well, let's go do that then. All right, Zora armor. I like they use scale mail for the Zora armor. And it's very distinct in this one too. Yeah. Distinct from the usual set, like an Ocarina of Time. You know, it was just a blue palette swap. can't really do anything under here. But Barnes told us in a letter that, that the water bombs were in the shop now. Yeah. Exactly, yeah, brand new clothes. Armor. Alright, let's go get some water bombs from Barnes. Barnes. Ooh, ah, yeah, ah. What do we got here? Water bombs. Hey, I've been waiting for you. Take a peek at this. I finished my water bombs. These little fellas are so advanced you can even use them in the water. Oh, they'll come in handy, guaranteed. You gonna buy some? All right, now take a gander at Master Barnes' handmade bombs. Let's do it. Head to the counter next to this one and use our buyback program. You can use any bombs you ain't gonna use. We'll take them off your hands. What was that about? Looks like your bomb bag has some other sorts of bombs in it. Huh. So I gotta buy a new bomb bag? Or just get a... Huh. Alright. Let's get some water bombs. A very good day to you, sir. Welcome to the incredibly fancy bomb buyback counter. Mercy me, what do we have here? It appears you have some bombs. Allow me a moment to peek into that bag. Now, bombs, huh? Alright, yeah, let's just sell them and get some water bombs. I think we can still connect water bombs to arrows, so that's fine. Let's get 10. Alright now, then I'll just stuff these fellas into your bomb bag. Cool. There are two areas here that we can use some water bombs. Water bombs. The water temple was the very first one you played in Ocarina of Time? What? What? Wait, which one do you mean? Like, that's the worst order to play that game. It's the most puzzle-intense temple in that entire game. It definitely gets a reputation for being the hardest temple. This game also has a puzzle-intensive water temple, which we're about to do next. I've grown to enjoy the puzzly water temples. Can I use this one? No, I can't. But I can... Yeah. Fish button. Oh, there's a purple rupee. Okay. So let's go back to where the grave was. Because there were two things over there. There were two torches, and there was another, like, there were other rocks to blow up. Oh, the Twilight Princess was the first game you played, and you hated it. Shoo-ba-doo, shoo-be-doo. Yeah. He's got flipper boots. Flippies. Ooh, there's a beehive. There's a beehive. Treasure. Seems to be a common present. 50 rubies. Which ain't bad. Bye-bye. Flip, flip, flippity, flippity, flip, flip. You're really gonna come through the hole, are you, bats? That looks like it. Probably just rubies under this one, though. Ish. Look at that. Alright, let's check that out. I don't know if I've ever been down there. Swimmy, swim, swimmy, swim, swimmity, swim, swim, swim. I suspect it'll take us somewhere near the castle, maybe? Or just a secret area. Ah. Oh, it's right into Lake Hylia. Oh, that's cool. Look at that. Awesome. Oh, that's super handy. I like that. Great. Wow, that saves us a lot of time. Look how pleasant. Pleasant swim. Or walk. Hey, cuckoo. Oh, it's one of those. What is this bird? Oh, that birdle. I don't know. I think it just talks about the big pterodactyls or something.
No, a human. I'm Plum, but I don't need to talk to humans.
Alright. Only woofies. Only woof woofs. Oh, good. Yeah, so you can totally use your any bombs you got. It looks like with your arrows. I love the addition of bomb arrows in this game. It's so nice. And it's something you can use right off the bat once you get bombs in the bow. Oh, good point. Sam says this is the first Zelda you've seen where you take damage after spending a long time in or underwater. Yeah, usually you would just die, right? No, is that... No, I think you would... No, I feel like Ocarina of Time was the same way. Like, you would take heart damage. Let's see if, Linero's, little... Linero's shrine has any, rocks under there that I can blow up. Doesn't look like it. Nope. Lanero. So before we go into the Lake Bed Temple, I want to do this mini game with the cannon, with the cuckoos, because I think one of the prizes might be a piece of art.
Flippity-doo, swoopity-doo, look at my sparkly, shiny armor.
And I enjoy that, like, you can totally justify the sock hat for the Zora armor. He's like, well, it looks like a Zora head. They're paying homage to their species by including that piece on this armor. It's like, yeah, totally, yeah. It just happens to look like Link's hat. All right, I'll go up. It's a very well justified piece of armor. While this scene is happening, I'm gonna use the restroom real quick. Alright. So here's our mini game. Get you back down to the lake. You just grab yourself a cuckoo. Oh, or you speak to him. Hi. Oh, well, hi there. Welcome to Falby's Flight by Fowl. Are you ready for a flight full of dreams and sweet, sweet bonuses? A cuckoo-powered ride around Lake Hylia? You will love it! Next up for Fantastication, one big guy. Or just one? Right, then that's 20 rupees for a ticket to the Isle of Riches. How about it, partner? Alright, thanks, partner. Now, just grab a cuckoo of any color and try to sail to the Island of Riches. Alright. I don't think I'm doing this correctly. Yay. Okay. So I want to get that very top one. Probably should have, yeah, I don't know if we can reach it. But we can at least get some rupees. Maybe like a 20 or something. Oh, boo! Stamps! Nice about this is you can just continue on down and get more chests. There's a 20. I bet that's a 5-er. Oh, 10. Alright. Cool. So that pays for our trip back up and down. Because the whole ordeal costs 30 rupees. Goodness, what is up with that game? Alright, let's do this again. This time I'll go left instead of right. Skip. Yeah, the stamps are something they added to the Wii U version for, like, Miiverse, so it's useless. Yeah, they're just pointless. Yeah, Miiverse will last forever. Cuckoos! I coo, you coo, we all coo for cuckoos. Go slower. Go slower. Little slower. Little bit slower. Little bit slower. Whoa! No! I'm more. No! No! Oh, dang it. I missed it by an inch. I'm sad. Oh, that stinks. Oh! Blah, 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 blah. My aim was off just by that much. Come here, you. Come here, you. Wow. Alright, cuckoo. Cucamonga. Rancho Cucamonga. Okay. Oh god. Don't you jump, Link. Okay. Oh! Okay. I thought it was a heart. 2. Can I get down to that one? 50. Oh, there it is! Sweet. Alright, I thought I had all hearts. Or, I thought I had like 4 pieces. My bad. But we did get a heart piece. Good. Now, to the Lake Bed Temple. I do like how expansive they made Lake Hylia. Just, it's nice and big. It feels like a big lake. Feels like a real body of water, I guess. Very deep. Hello, Zora. Herp. Have a bomb. Yeah, winning second place is far better than first. Yeah, right? That was the first 100 rupee we got in the game, though. So it was something new. Thankfully, if you get first, you also get second and third and fourth. If you fall correctly. Alright. Well, what do we gotta do? Oh, I see. I see. I think this is... So, I think we unblock this. Yep. Then, there's another one there. Pretty cool. That was eventful. Water Ninja. What are the stamps made of? I just made 4. My bad. It's red. I already answered that. Yeah. I forgot. Jellies. I got no map. Lake Bed Temple. They certainly did justice to their reputation of water temples being challenging. This is a tough one, but fun. It's a similar mechanic, but not quite the same. There's awkward at times. I would have loved to scoop. Have an empty bottle? No, I don't. Very well. How do I do this? X. There we go. There we go. I'll just scoop with this bottle. Wow! A red potion. You put red shoe gel in your bottle. It replenishes 8 hearts. That's a good shoe. Chew on this. Okay. Oh, I should probably equip these. Okay. For some reason, I thought maybe you would need the iron boots to weigh it down. Whoa, that's treacherous. Whoa, don't you think you ought to knock down those stalactites hanging off the ceiling first? They don't look to be very stable. I bet they'd break pretty easily if you hit them with enough force, don't you think? How about some bomb arrows? Whoa. There we go. Now things are safe. Ow. Yeah. Wonder. No, they stay up there. Guys. Shielded. So I'm not gonna bother with them right now. Ain't gonna bother with them. Water time. Ooh, more bombs. Water bombs. Cool. Multiple levels. With water. Water. Hey. Oh. Go. There's a treasure chest in that chandelier. Okay. Well, I wonder what tool we're gonna get in this temple. Hey, I see Uku over there. Let's follow the path that they've given us so far. See what we got. Oh, there's something. Ow! Ow! Bitey fish! Ah, let me go. Leave me alone. Ow! Ow! Okay. Get out. The bitey fish is gonna get you. The bitey fish will get you if you don't watch out. The bitey fish will get you if you don't watch out. Okay. Got a water wheel. Arrows, yay. Good. That'll take him out quick. Okay. We have a door right there. At that level of the stairs, it's locked. So that's interesting. Need to find a key. Let's go around to see that other door. No, we can't. No, we cannot. Bow. It's blocked off by another half wall. However, yeah, there's a half wall right there. Okay. Oh, another locked door, but I'll get a key. Blah, blah, blah. Yay, Yuku. We never did find her son in the last dungeon. Or maybe he comes out only if I take her out. Okay. So now we want to reposition, I think. Let's go in here first. There's another water wheel. Not quite sure how that doesn't knock him off of this, since his legs are dangling below the... There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Bye. Not dealing with you, pal. Alright, looks like this moves. Yeah, looks like I'm making it. Yep, sure. How can I get over this? Nope. There's a treasure, though. Map or a compass. Oh! Misjudged the distance. Gotta get that stalactite up there. Now, can I do it with just a regular arrow? I doubt it. Yeah, I need to use bomb arrows. Hello. A key? Yay! Alright. Well, that's just dandy. Okay. Well, cool. There were 1 or 2 locked doors out of this area. And also this. And now this. Oh. It just goes right to that little bridge. I guess we can plug it up, huh? Alright. Not sure what... Cool. And that's that. Anything else I can do here? I don't think so. I don't think I can make it all the way. No. Well, good to know. We'll go to one of the locked doors. I wonder if I can reach the one in the middle. Or probably have to raise the water level first. Also, nah, it doesn't do anything. They're well shielded. Shielders. Ooh, hello. Missed you. Okay. There's one. Okay. I don't think I can reach that center part with the water level being raised, so we're gonna go through this door. They're the same immortal turtles from the previous Zelda titles, right? They're similar to the, there were the enemies like that in Minish Cap, and also like all the other handheld Zeldas to this point. They just look different. And in Minish Cap and the other ones, they had like a triangular mask, and you know, you could pull it off, and it would reveal kind of like a little round monster. Ooh, more bombs. More water bombs. That's good. Okay. Can't get through there. Ooh, that's a blue one. Any others? Nope. Well. Ah, here we are. Well, lucky for us, there were vines growing down here. Right. I know I'm wasting 2 resources by using bomb arrows, but they're just so much fun to use. I could just use a bomb. But come on, that's a blast. They're a blast to use. They really are. Okay. Ooh, compass. Or key. Who knows? Key. Now, we did see some blue blob somewhere around here. Ah, purple. Get up there. No, I can't. Stank butts. Is there a stalactite? Ow! Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Alright, gotta continue from the other side then. Oh, we can hit them from behind though. Yep. Just like those Game Boy enemies. Basically a repeat of the orange frog in Majora's Mask. I got nothing on you. Better just avoid you. Nice room. All right. Bye-bye. Goodbye. Some enemies become less threatening when you realize I don't have to fight you at all. I'm just gonna run past. Alright, cool. Well, oh, what the butts. I'm not doing anything right now. Do I need the... Oh, good. Okay. I missed the ladder. That's what it was. Well, I guess I can come back up here later. There. First level of water. Yeah, it is cool. I like it too. Water! Yay. The water's flowing. Got some flow.
Dude, get out.
Jeez. Sometimes.
Ooh, a berry.
Let's do the this room again.
That was the middle one.
There. Now it's working. We just needed some water power. Ha! Hooray! Ooh! Oh boy. Okay. Do I gotta approach this from a different area? Yeah, I think I do. I think I do. Got a key, though. How about this way? Oh no! Oh no! Oh, well, you know what? Thanks for blowing me into this cave. I wouldn't have found this otherwise.
Ooh.
What an opulent chest to put 20 rupees in.
Hooray!
Okay. Bomby time. Goodbye. I like to swim up. I wonder what's up there.
Oh my god!
Oh my.
Ah!
Sorry. Weird camera change there. Oh, guess I could have thrown a bomb on there. I should not be wearing these boots. Right. Oh. There we go. Haha. Worked.
Finish!
Ew. Spirited away. Yeah! You got the claw shot. This is a claw at the end of a long chain. Hold it with those buttons and release to fire. Latch onto places, blah 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 blah. Yeah. Claw shot. It's awesome. It's awesome. It's a hook shot with a claw. Get a little closer. Mm. Also allows for extending and retracting. And makes julienne fries. Alright, let's get out of here. The rest is just gonna be rupees that I don't need because I'm already full of rupees. Ow. Got it. No shielding for you now. Whoa. All right. Looks like we need to raise the water some more, huh? Yeah, okay. That's the goal. Let's go feed some water into this area to make that bridge raise. And to do that, yes, we will need to redo it. I bet I can get the compass. I can get down there. Like, ouch. Don't try rolling upstairs, kids. Alright. So, we need to make some water come through here. So, do that. Now, brown cow. There was one lever area. One clever lever over there. Thankfully, we can get over these barriers now. Without having to change that up. Change up the central mover. Much more accessible. Yeah, I just stunned him. Yay. Okay. There we go. This treasure chest. Ooh, all right. Look around, it's worth it. Should be a treasure here, yep. Ow! Dumb. I don't want them. Alright, so let's see what this changes for us. Ah, there we go. There was that big slide from earlier. There was a treasure up there. I should go back to get that. I like that. Ooh, go away. Oh, Batty. Doodly doodly doo. That way. That way. There we go. Okay, all right. Stalactites. There's one. Any mo? No, not immediately, but there is one of these little dudes. Let's see if we can take him on there. Get out of your bubble. All right. Ah! Jump on the rock. While we do that. That's a big no. I guess I got it. I want to aim. Different one, isn't it? They're similarly designed water rooms, but yeah, it's a different one. They got design consistency here. This is how we release the water. You get a big old swirly slide. You pull the lever, then you ride it down. Is that a box that's... It's an odd-shaped box down there. I'll have to check that out in a minute. Ah! That's your helmet. You sure are giving me a good bit of them. That's nice. You know, you'd be much more threatening, little guy, if you could climb the stairs. Jeez, I don't know what the camera's doing there. That's the second time. Stop it! Quit it. Alright, you. Ooh, compass. Krampus. Krampus. Ow. So yeah, I want to go back to the other room like this because there was another treasure chest. Oh, it better not be a stamp. Poor Toidle. Poor Toidle. Stopped by a step. Yep. Foiled by stairs. Okay. Oh, bitey fish, watch out. Release the water! Release the flow. Look at this box over here. It's weird looking to me. Huh. I see a lot of this shaped box around. I'm guessing that the intent is that I can put it on top of this, maybe? Let's see. Okay. Whatever. Ow! Ow. Ow. Let's try it again. Oh, okay. It's just a wide, low box. Oh. Oh, thank you so much, Sam. That's really nice to say. Really nice thing to hear. Okay. Ooh. Well. Alright. Let's try just regular arrows against him. No? Oh, those are hardy enemies, aren't they? Hearty. To be fair, don't need to be shot at.
Ooh, money.
Ninja. There's another treasure chest around here. Somewhere. There it is. It's right there. Let's go into the central chamber here.
The central chamber.
There we go. Now things are moving. You know what? I'm not gonna fight you. I'll let my bombs do the talking. Ooh, there's a moving target. Or I'm moving, and it's a not moving target. Alright. Oh, didn't get that one. Earlier! Ah! That was, I miscalculated. Alright. I'm supposed to just do this. Hey, Rugnar. Oh, never mind. You've been here. My brain. My mind sometimes. Thank you for the follow. Thank you very much. Can I jump? Yeah. Like the past 15 posts, there you are. And I've been reading them too. Oh my god, come on. Oh well, that puts me back at the door. That's fine with me. Now, over here. Over here. Metal gear. Over here. You gotta steer clear of the fear. Ah, there we go. And there's a thing. Oh, I want it. I want it. Okay. Okay. Yeah, okay. Back through this door. This time, the water mill is moving, so we can actually get over there, or it wasn't. Get a treasure.
A treasure! Yay!
And it's bombs. Beer. Blappity blappity blue. Shwoobity doo. I would use Uku to get back to the center of, or back to the beginning of this dungeon, but the beginning, it takes a lot longer to get to the central chamber if I go that way. Dang it. Well, I love this. Zoobity doo, shwoobity shoo, shwoobity shwoobity shoo. Put them together and what do you got? Shwoobity doobity doo. Okay. Just. Oh, that works. Well, that certainly worked. Yeah. Now, are we missing something here? We never did go over there, did we? To that door. Cool. Glad I caught it now instead of realizing it later. So lower than I thought it might go. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay, we're gonna need some booties. Ah! Storm! Talk to this part. Oh, turn around. Ow. Oh, fish bombs. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. A little treasure. Yay! The bombs are alive! So many bomb creatures in this world. So that's how we do it. God dang it. You weren't electrified a second ago. I'm gonna deal with you. You're inconsistent. Gonna get a treasure. Gonna get a treasure. Yeah. Ah! Water. Oh, look at that. Okay. Okay. I just... Looks like I gotta drop in. Ow! Stink butts. Alright, guessing I gotta approach from elsewhere. Somewhere out here, I guess. Not this time. Yeah. Kali mod him. Ah! I did a Kalima to that Kalimari. Oh, okay, here we go. Here's something. Ah! Okay. Here we go. That's it. That's how we do it. dun 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 dun. The mini map. No, I'm actually gonna use Uku. Oh, did you want to leave? I can warp you right out. You can return right here so there are no worries. Yes, yes. Now, leave it to me. Oh, that's her son. Ah! Let me introduce you. This is Uku Jr. Anytime you want to warp back to this spot from outside, ask him. If you want to meet me at the entrance rather than warping here, just go there and I'll meet you. Now, bon voyage, you two. It does have a lot of interesting things. Alright. Gotta sink back down to the lake bed temple, huh? Well, that's poopy. I thought this would be the faster route, but it might not be. At least it's a visually pleasing route. All right. Oh, yeah. Shwoobity, shwoobity, swap, swap, doo-ba-doo, shwoobity, shwoobity, doo. Woo! Yeah, that you do. Well, welcome back. Without further ado, we're off. Alright. Yeah, probably would have just been quicker to backtrack. I thought I was being tactical. No. All right. There, right? Actually, I guess I can go either way. One's the frog way, one's the fish way. Okay. Let's put Uku away. Get my hook shot again. Claw shot again. Guess I can reach over there anytime. Water. There we go. go back to get that treasure chest. I think I gotta use my claw shot to do this puzzle now. Claw shot and iron boots, I think. Oh, I'm gonna start over here. I'll slip down if I don't. There we go, that'll make it quicker. Alright, tight. If I accidentally jump into the water, I can quickly throw my boots on. Yeah. Okay. It's a bit tedious, but hopefully the treasure's worth it. Oh, you are just the worst. Oh my god. It's terrible. No one wants the stamps. Gate area that we weren't able to access without the claw shot in this central mechanical room over here. So let's check that out too before we head to the boss. No! Shouldn't this be it now? Am I? Huge. It's because I don't have the water directed into here. That's what it is. That's what it is. Like the water's flowing, I just need to direct it. That's all. Yeah. Now we can get that one. Yeah. No more stamps. Don't want it. There we go. There we go. Oh, sweet. All right. Cool. You got a piece of heart. You collected 5 pieces and formed a new heart container. It also filled your life energy. Is it worth it? Totally worth it. Alright, now let's go fight the boss. We got all we need. Fizzle close. Fizzle close. Ouchies. That hurt. That hurt a little bit. All right. What the heck? I guess the stairs got me.
Stop it.
He's trying to go down here. All right, finally. Yeah, I got squashed by the stairs, that's what it was. Alright, Barry. Let's do this. Wow! Scary. The tension rises as Link descends into the dark pool of the water temple. Alright, so they're starting this off with like, oh, it's kind of like Morphos from, or Morpha from the water temple in Ocarina of Time. But not quite. Ah! Twilight Aquatic, Morpheal. They use the namesake there. Bombfish. Ah! No! Okay. That did Dang it. Oh, he's not done yet. Forward! Yeah, Shadow of the Colossus style. Yeah. Swim down. more feeling into it. Oh, you finish! Yes! And that's the Lake Bed Temple. The last of the few shadows.
My puppy.
There it is, the last few shadow.
This will be.
I'll just take that, thanks.
You
Now, don't resent me for all I put you through. I need this thing.
want it?
Besides, we have to do something about Zant, the one who thinks he's the king of shadows.
What power?
His power is a false one.
This one.
I'll prove it using these. So,
This one is going to
I've
use
done
my
everything I
power.
needed to. I'm sorry for dragging you all over the place with me.
Wait, that one.
So, shall we go? You got a heart container, yay.
To take away.
Want to go outside? Are you all done here? Yes, I want to save. Ugh. Yeah, get him in there. Jeez. Zant! Did you honestly mean to take an ancient and withered power like this and turn it against me? You are a foolish traitor, Midna. Why do you defy your king? My king? You who do nothing but abuse the magic of your tribe? You must be joking. How dare you? Are you implying that my power is our old magic? Now that is a joke. This power is granted to me by my god. It is the magic of the King of Twilight and something. I missed it. Why, Midna, did you forget? That beast is one of the light dwellers who oppresses our people. Oppressed? No matter how much you desire otherwise, you will never be more than a shadow in their world. You cannot consort with their kind. But if we can make their world ours, Midna, light and darkness will meet at last. Our tribe will take back their realm, and sweet darkness will blot out this harsh light. And that, Midna, is why I need you. Not just for me, but for all of our people. Lend me your power. So be it. I will return you to the light world you covet. Yeesh. Link. Link, hero chosen by the goddess. Go to the princess locked away in the castle. That princess holds the key that can unlock you from your shadow form. Poor Midna. Sad music. Dire. Kitty.
I just hate the rain. I can't get comfortable whether I sit or stand. Maybe my sixth sense is trying to tell me something.
People are scared of me as a wolf.
Yeah, I just can't get comfortable.
Gotta help. Gotta find some help. Is it kitty cat?
It's really coming down at there. Okay.
Well, the people get scared if they see me. Medical clinic.
Medicine.
Let's help. Help, friends.
Beast, get out!
Oh. You there. You're Link, correct? Yes, I thought so. I could just tell, you know. I'm Louise. Do you remember meeting me in this shop before? Though I don't think we were properly introduced. In any case, I must tell you, I'm a bit puzzled as to why you look like that. Really, dear, you can't blame the humans for tossing you out the way you look. Oh, another patient? You certainly are a curious sort. Please. Princess Zelda. This way. Here, get in through the window. The attic is connected to the castle's waterway. It's an old waterway, though, so it could be a rough trip. Well, I suppose that's all that's left to do is to make sure the humans don't notice you. Hang on, Midna. Yeah, it's the innkeeper's cat. Ooh, careful, I don't want to break the pots. It'll alert them. It'll alert them. I guess we should listen. How's it come to this, huh? Monsters walking the streets of town. What in the world are the soldiers of Hyrule doing? The Gorons are so much more reliable than they are. It's not even funny. Okay. Easy, easy, easy. Put that right there. Right there. Oh. Okay. Oof.
I heard that an acquaintance of Telma's defeated the beast that had been attacking tourists on the bridge. His name was Link. It sounds as though he brought Telma and her young ward to Kakariko Village.
And here I was, thinking Hyrule is empty of men of valor. Oh no, I don't believe he's from Hyrule proper at all. No, my understanding is that he's from the small neighboring province of Ordona. This may sound horribly elitist, but people who do not know the city simply did not know fear. Interesting. Okay. Yeah. You got a pose soul. Alright, gotta interact with this dude. Oh, thank you for beating the ghost. Can I call you Doggy? I'm Giovanni. I became consumed by greed long ago and sold my soul to a dark creature that did this to me. I can't move. I can't go see my girlfriend. My pet cat, Jingle? I'm gonna call it Jingle. Jingle is frozen on my head. I don't think I could be more miserable. I have to ask you a favor, Doggy. Can you find and defeat the 20 ghosts that lurk in the dark for me? I think if you can free the pieces of my soul from the ghosts that hold them, I'll be free. But it's raining out there, so I don't think you could go outside directly. I'll open the door to the underground waterway for you. What an odd entrance. Once the rain stops, you can come back here by digging around the front wall where the cats gather. Understand, Doggy? Yes. Woo! Alright. for y'all. Rats. Don't have time for you. Gotta save my friend. Is this right? There we go. No time for spiders. Bye-bye. Yeah. Ah, dude. Yeah. Am I missing one? Where's the last torch? I don't see it. Take out these bats. Huh. Okay. What am I missing? To beat the spiders? They're beated. Oh, I see. I see. Okay. That didn't look climbable to me. Climbable. Bye-bye. Oh. Yeah. There we go. Let's go. Almost there. Looks like we can get across. Yeah. Maybe not quite. Ah! Didn't happen. Zelda!
Would you help me?
Please. Please tell me. How do we break the curse on this one? This is the one. You need him to save your world. That's why. Princess, please. You must help Link. What binds him is a different magic than what transformed him when he first passed the curtain of Twilight. It is an evil power. Our world is one of balance. Just as there is light to drive away darkness, so too is there benevolence to banish evil. Head for the sacred grove that lies deep within the lands guarded by the spirit Pharaon. There you will find the blade of evil's bane that was crafted by the wisdom of the ancient sages, the Master Sword. The Master Sword is a sacred blade that evil can never touch. Evil cloaks you like a dark veil, and that blade is the only thing that can cleave it. Link, hero sent by the goddesses. Like you, I have been granted special powers by the goddesses. Fine, Link. You can get to the woods on your own, right? Princess, I have one last request. Can you tell him where to find the Mirror of Twilight? Midna, I believe I understand now just who and what you are. Despite your mortal injuries, you act in our stead. These dark times are the result of our deeds. Yet, it is you who have reaped the penalty. Accept this now, Midna. I pass it to you. No! Link, stop her! We go back, Link. Back to Farron Woods. Zelda, I've taken all that you had to give, though I did not want it. Gamepad. Thanks, Gamepad, for warning me that you were out of batteries. I didn't get an indication. No, it's not broken. It's just, yeah. Luckily, they let the scene finish. Well, alright. Next time, we will go and track down the Master Sword. For now, that's gonna be it for today. Hope you all enjoyed the today's play session, and I hope to see you next time. Oh God. Cool. Yeah. All right. Y'all have a good rest of your day, and yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye.